Hey, what's going on? Knock sensors for a Chevy Silverado or GMC Sierra. These have been previously worked on, but the number 2 is acting up. Number 1, perfectly fine. Number 2 is throwing a P0332 code. If number 1 was acting up, it would throw a P0327 code. Both of those would be a signal low. Signal low. If we look at the cylinder for number 2, they just swapped the knock sensor without cleaning the actual cylinder, especially the threads. The threads are all corroded. The corrosion stayed on there basically. So think of it this way. When your battery terminals are super corroded, and sometimes that's going to give you a no start, sometimes it can give you a hard start. Basically, you don't want any corrosion on your battery terminals. Same here, you don't want any corrosion on those threads. It's going to lower the signal voltage to the computer. Basically, the previous replacement just swapped the sensors without doing any cleaning. Clean up the threads, clean up the cylinder, and now our threads are nice and clean. The cylinder is clean too, but there's still some rust at the base there. It's very minimal. It shouldn't impede the signal to the computer. Another tip is to make sure the sensors are torqued to 15 foot-pounds. 15 foot-pounds. The previous replacement used a dorming unit, and the number 2 has been replaced with another dorming unit. Nothing wrong with using dorming. They've been proven to be reliable. Before moving on to putting everything back together, you want to test the sensors for ohms and AC voltage generation. Here's the connector for the sensors. On the left, we have a green wire, which would go to the rear sensor, sensor 2. And on the right, we have blue wire, which is to the front sensor. We're already connected to it with these custom-made wires. Our ground is at the generator or alternator's bracket or case. And let's go to ohms. The specification here, the resistance should be between 93 and 107 kilo ohms. Kilo ohms. Sensor number 1 is at 99. It's within specification. Sensor number 2, or I'm backwards. Sensor number 2 was within specifications. Sensor number 1, blue wire, within specifications. Now we're going to go to AC voltage. We're going to put it at the millivolt scale. Millivolts. And we're going to tap this middle bolt in between the 2 sensors and see what we get. Lightly tapping it. Average about 15-ish. I saw a 20 millivolts. There is no specification for this test, but we know that it's generating AC voltage. Let's go to sensor number 2, the rear one, green wire, and we're gonna do the same test. So we just did the test on the blue wire, which we know is a good sensor. The computer has no issues with this wire, with this signal. All right, so this one seems to be generating a little bit more voltage. Now that we swapped it, I could get it to the 20s and 30s with no problem, just tapping it. For a Silverado or Sierra from 1999 through 2002, there is a technical service bulletin 020604 Alpha. This technical service bulletin tells you to apply a bead of RTV silicone around the connector's cover, but do not form a complete circle. The technical service bulletin also calls for the removal of the sponge that's under the intake manifold at the rear. Another test you can do is to see if the PCM is actually receiving a signal from the knock sensors. At the PCM, disconnect the leftmost connector. The leftmost, it should be blue. You remove or loosen this bolt with a 7mm socket. When you look at the connector, the little ears, 3 ears, are going to be facing towards the top. And we only focus on this left side. The pins at the bottom left corner are numbered from 1 until 40. Pins at the top are numbered 41, and so on. We want to probe pin number 11 for knock sensor number 1. Knock sensor number 1 at pin 11. Our multimeter is set to read AC volts at the millivolt scale. We're at ground at the battery terminal. We temporarily connected the battery. And positive is going to be at this probe. So now we're set up for the test. Knock sensor number 1. We're going to hit this bracket, this generator bracket, and we should see some voltage generated. Yeah, 20s, 30s. Now we're going to probe pin 51. Pin 51, which should be the pin right above pin 11. All right, we're at pin 51. That's for knock sensor number 2. Show you guys a little closer look at that. There you go. It's at pin 51, knock sensor number 2. We're going to do the same test. And there is a signal generated to the PCM.